Well, hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your life. Welcome to yourself. Are you ready to shake your soul? This is your first Soul Shaker meditation. Let's begin. Hello, kindred. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad I'm here. I'm glad we're here together. So let's start by agreeing on something that is absolutely true. That this human journey is complex, and it's difficult, and it's messy. And it's also so beautiful, glorious really. And because of all of this complexity, the challenges, the difficulties, it's really hard to stay awake for it every day. And so we numb. We sometimes sleepwalk through parts of our lives just to get through the day. We go on autopilot. And it's understandable. But we miss so much when we don't stay awake for all of the parts of our life. And so that's why we're here. You and I right now, at this time, in this place, here we are. Just a few souls on a journey, our paths intersecting for a few moments. You're on your journey and I'm on mine. Right now, at this time in history, this time in each of our lives, we're here for a few moments together. What a wonder, what a miracle. I'm so grateful. And I just want to say, fellow soul, fellow traveler, beautiful kindred human being, that I really am so honored and grateful that I get to be the one with whom your path intersected today. That I get to be the one to guide you to this message and this gift that's been waiting here for you. Because nothing's an accident. You got here right on time. I got here right on time. And here we are. We're kindred souls on this human journey. So you're not alone, and I'm not alone. And for the next few minutes, we get to walk together. You actually have so many kindreds. Some you know clearly, and some you don't even know yet. We all do. I'm just the one who gets to be with you right here and right now. And I care deeply about you. I care about your life. I want you to be happy and find what you're looking for. I am so thankful our paths met up right here. So please give yourself permission to stop for a moment and think about all that's led up to now, where you are in your life and just what you were looking for. And let's see if we can go find it. So let's close our eyes and take several great, big, giant breaths. Deep breaths, slow breaths. Breathe in and feel your lungs and chest expand with those beautiful big breaths of life. Those breaths that breathe life into you because your life is that important. Okay, keep breathing, friend. And while you're breathing, I want you to visualize and see in your miraculous imagination a beautiful pathway surrounded on both sides by lush green trees. These trees, they seem to be welcoming you. Each one saying hello to you as if they've been waiting for you to arrive. Maybe this path is in a mountain forest. Maybe it's an orchard. Maybe it's in the countryside with beautiful rolling hills. Whatever it is, the trees are big and protecting, friendly and knowing. So many on both sides greeting you, seeing you, noticing you, and knowing you, as if they've rolled the red carpet out for an honored guest, you, to create a pathway headed right into a special place that feels like the most welcoming home. Okay, breathe again. Yes, just allow yourself to imagine this pathway, this trail. Let yourself really go there, and as you see this beautiful path, you'll see that it's heading into a large grouping of trees, a grove. And it seems as though the trees get bigger and bigger around the further you go on the path, as if they're getting older and older, more and more wise, more and more solid, until the trunks of these trees are so big around that you could never dream of wrapping your arms all the way around them. The sun is shining so gently and so perfectly into this grove, and the leaves are glowing. Now, if you want to, come with me and keep walking down this path toward this grove. We're going to go somewhere so amazing, a place that's been made just for you and for your life. Stop for just a moment now and put your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. Put your hand on your neck. Feel the blood coursing through your veins. Really feel your heart. Hear your breath. Listen and hear your breath. Stop and see and feel and hear that you are alive. This is your life. You are alive right now in your very own life. This also is a miracle. You are a miracle. Now, with your hand on your heart, listen closely to yourself, because maybe you've forgotten that you get to decide. You always get to decide what you will do next in your own life. Ask yourself with deep love, reverence, and respect for yourself, am I ready to step into these trees and take a close look at my beautiful life and how I am experiencing it each day? And kindred soul, if your answer is yes, then let's go. Because I cannot wait for you to see what's waiting just for you inside of those trees. So are you ready? Let's walk. Let's go. You can see the light shining from inside the grove onto the pathway, and you know right where to go. As we walk down the pathway, feel that slight breeze gently pushing us along. It feels so good with the warm sun. Things could not feel more calm, comforting, and perfect. We walk many steps, and just before we head to the entrance of the grove, 2 enormous trees with intertwined canopies, making a gorgeous natural archway. It's time for you to stop and connect with your source, the source of all truth for you, whatever that is, whether it's inside or outside of you. Lift your face to the sun and ask that source to be with you, to allow you only to see, hear, and feel the truth, what is true for you and your life, and I will do the same. Okay, now that we have our source to help us to only feel, see, and hear the truth for each of us, let's head in. As we step in, you'll notice a giant, beautiful boulder, sparkling with crystal all through it. It's coming right up out of the earth in the center of the grove. It's natural and beautiful, like any enormous boulder. And it makes a dome shape about the size of a car. It's absolutely stunning. And it's right in the center of the grove, where a circle of enormous, beautiful, large-trunked trees are surrounding it, as if to protect it, as if to protect you. Each of these trees knows you. Each of these trees knows your life and who you are. And throughout this little journey we're on, these trees will be sending you love notes that I get to read to you. So take a moment and look at these trees one by one. Feel their love, feel their ancient wisdom and their nobility. They've been waiting for you to arrive, and they are each so supportive of you and your life's journey. Okay, now let's walk to the other side of the big boulder, and you'll see a beautiful, big, soft, comfortable chair waiting for you, facing the boulder. Walk over and take a seat. It's there just for you. Once you're sitting, make yourself comfortable and take 3 great big breaths. I'll be standing off to the side as you experience the viewing of your beautiful life. Breathe again. Nice deep breath. Relax into the chair. And now you'll see that the boulder is suddenly illuminated with the most beautiful soft light. And look closer. It's like a screen, and inside of that light is you, just waking up to start your day. You get to watch yourself go through an entire day from an outsider's perspective. As you watch yourself, fill your heart with mercy, grace, and compassion. See what this beautiful human being is overcoming each day, what this benevolent soul who is you is thinking about, trying to figure out, and what challenges are ahead. Meet this view of yourself with the deepest love, with awe, with forgiveness, with understanding. There you are, just coming out of sleep. Do you see yourself in the screen? You might be in your bed, you might be on the couch where you fell asleep. As you watch yourself waking up, imagine the thoughts that are going through your head. What does this day hold? What did you dream about? How was your sleep? Who are you thinking about? How does your body feel? What are you wrestling with in your mind and your heart that no one else knows about? You see, you have a tremendous opportunity right now to meet this beautiful person on this screen, on this boulder, in a way that this person has never been met, with complete understanding. As you view yourself from this chair in the woods, put your hand on your heart and say the words that this person needs to hear. Hey, I see you. I hear you. I know you, and I'm listening. I'm here. Now, as you watch yourself rise from bed and get dressed, what is the routine? How do you see yourself experiencing life in the first moments of your day? You see yourself now looking in the mirror. Really feel what this is like for you. Do you know that you're a soul? Do you know that your body is simply the vehicle that your soul lives in to experience life? Really feel what it's like for the you that's in the screen. Okay, now you're back in your seat in the forest, again seeing yourself on the screen of the boulder. And suddenly a beautiful paper scroll appears on one of the branches of one of the trees. Stay right there, I'll read it to you. It's a love letter to you from one of these wise old trees. Okay, I'm unwrapping it, and here's what it says. Dear beloved soul, this is your life, and it is worth staying awake for. Okay, what beautiful words. I'm handing you the scroll, and you can put it in the box that's sitting right under your chair. But first, read it again to yourself. This is your life, and it's worth staying awake for. Okay, put it in your box, and now we'll go back to the boulder screen. Think now about what it must be like for you as you see yourself on the screen, what it must be like for you to go through your day, what's going through your mind as you're getting ready for the day, getting dressed, seeing yourself in the mirror, planning your day in your head. What do you decide to wear? How does it feel to you as you look through your clothing and all of your other belongings? Do you love everything you see? Is there too much of it? Is there too little to choose from? Does it feel like you? Do you change your clothes several times? Do you like what you're wearing? Do you feel confident? Are you even awake to yourself, or is your mind going so fast that you're not even seeing yourself? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for the you that you're watching on the screen. Okay, you're all dressed and ready. You're ready to take on the day. Take one last look at yourself, but this time look into your own eyes. What do you see? Who do you see? Who is this marvel of a human being? And now you're ready to begin your day. How does your day begin? What do you do first? What must be done first? What are you wishing you could be doing? Now remember, you're just in a comfortable chair in a grove of trees. You're just watching. Don't feel pressured by the questions. You're just observing a beautiful human doing what it takes to get through the day. And so, as your day is beginning and you're observing yourself, who does the you on the screen see first throughout the day? Who do you greet? Are you happy to see them? How do you greet each other? What does this feel like to you? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for the you that you're watching on your screen. And look around at your living spaces. How do they feel? What do you see? What do you hear? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? And do you have windows? What do you see out the windows? And what are the sounds of your life as you begin your day? Is there background noise? Do you hear the voices of those you live with or any of your neighbors? Do you hear silence? Birds? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for the you that you're watching on the screen. Now, do you eat or drink something first thing? How does it taste? How does it smell? What does it feel like? What are the textures and the colors of it all? How do you feel as you put it in your mouth and into your body? Are you awake to it? Really take some time to see what this feels like to the you that you're watching in your screen. Now, do you dive into devices and technology right away? Are you doing this mindlessly or with intention? What are you looking at, and what are you looking for? Really look at yourself and have great mercy and compassion for yourself as you see what this is like for you. Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for the you that you're watching on the screen. Now, do you stay home or do you have to go out into the world? What is your work or your goal for the day? What has to be done? What do you wish you were doing? Take just a little moment to stop and really feel what it feels like for the you that you're watching on the screen. Okay, now let's just stop for a moment and come back into the forest with me in your chair. You're still on the screen, but take a deep breath and look around in the grove at the trees and know that you're just viewing your life as an opportunity to observe and witness and validate this beautiful human being. And on another one of the great giant trees is another scroll. Stay right there in your chair, I'll read it to you. Okay, it says, "Beloved soul, you are doing so much better than you think you're doing. Meet yourself with kindness." Wow, doesn't that feel good? Okay, I'm handing you your scroll, and you can read it one more time and then put it in your box under your chair. You are doing so much better than you think you are doing. Meet yourself with kindness. Now let's let that sink in for a little bit. That's from a great noble tree who knows you and sees you. Okay, now back to your screen, watching yourself. All right, see yourself getting into your day, going over the things that must be accomplished today. So many things that must be done. Do you feel pressure? Are you excited? Do you feel any dread? Do you feel up to the challenge? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for the you that you're watching in the screen. Now, what are you saying to yourself as you go through the day and through all of your daily tasks? What are the thoughts running through your head? How are you nourishing yourself? And how are you moving your body? Are you treating yourself with respect? Do you feel self-respect? What is going on with you that only you know about? What are you carrying that's heavy? Take just a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for the you that you're watching on the screen. And what do you want to tell this beloved human being right now? This you that you see in the screen. Take a moment with your hand on your heart as you watch this beautiful human being and say it. Say the thing that you want to say and say it like you mean it. Okay, now watching yourself again, who are you interacting with throughout the day? As you do your work and your tasks, wherever you do that, what do these interactions feel like? Are the boundaries good? In your home and with your coworkers, is there mutual respect and kindness? Are you really listening and hearing each other? Do you feel like you can be yourself? Take just a moment to stop and feel what it's like for you. As you go throughout the work and tasks that must be done this day, are you awake to them? Do you feel like you're living with purpose? Do you feel like you're doing the things you would choose to do given the choice to do anything? And how does that feel? Are you doing whatever it takes to provide what must be provided for the ones you love and for yourself? How does that feel? Do you give yourself credit for all that you do and sacrifice for others? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for you, this you that you're watching on the screen. Now take a look at who is part of your day. Who is part of what it takes to do what must be done each day? Who is helping you? Whose presence brings you peace? Who makes you laugh? Who makes you think deeply and in different ways? Who challenges you? Who are these kindreds, the gentle ones and the fierce ones who are part of your day? Take just a moment and think about that. Think about them. And really see and hear these people, feel these people in your life and what it feels like for the you that you're watching on the screen. Watch yourself interact. Be mindful of how it feels and what you perceive and what you wish you could do and say and what you actually do and say in these interactions. Now, let yourself feel how it feels to be you in these interactions. And now come back into the grove, feel yourself in the chair, and see that yet another wise old tree has a love letter in a scroll for you. Stay right there. I'll read it to you and bring it to you. Here goes, just for you. Dear beloved soul, you are important to so many people. Wow, what beautiful and true words for you. You can read it to yourself one more time. You are so important to so many people. Now put it in the box and cozy up in your chair, and let's watch some more of your day. Okay, here you are on the screen again. Look at that incredible human being doing all they can to get through the day. What do you see yourself eating for lunch? Who is with you? What is going through your head and your heart? What are you worried and concerned about? What are you excited about? Are you treating yourself and your life in ways that lead to self-respect? Remember, you're just in a comfortable chair in a grove of trees. You're just watching. Don't feel pressured by the questions. You're just observing a beautiful human being doing what it takes to get through the day. Take a moment to really stop and feel what it feels like to be you. Do you feel proud of the you that you're watching? Do you feel compassion and understanding? Do you want to jump in and help the you that you're watching? Now, as midday approaches, watch the you on the screen. See this beautiful soul making the most of another day. What is the you on the screen thinking about, worried about? What are the hopes and dreams of the you on the screen? And now, how is the you on the screen wrapping up your day before it's time to head into the evening? How do afternoons feel for this beautiful you? Are you tired? Are you energized? Are you looking forward to seeing the people that you get to see this evening? Are you feeling like you accomplished what you set out to accomplish this day? Do you feel like you have choices in your life? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this time of the day feels like for the you that you're watching in the screen. And let's go back into the grove for another scrolled love note that just showed up for you. And I'll read it to you now. Just for you. Here goes. Beloved soul, you get to choose. You always get to choose what to do next. Your choice is one of the most beautiful gifts you've ever been given. Use it wisely. Your life is meant for joy and growth. Wow, what true words. Here you go. You can read it one more time before you put it in your box. You get to choose. You always get to choose what to do next. Your choice is one of the most beautiful gifts you've ever been given. Use it wisely. Your life is meant for joy and growth. Sit with that for just a minute and let it really sink in, and then we'll head back to the screen. Okay, here you are wrapping up your day. It's late afternoon, almost evening, and what must be done? What are you doing? What do you wish you were doing? And what do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? Where are you standing? Who's around you at this part of the day? What has been the best part of the day so far? What's been the hardest part of the day so far? And how is your heart? Take just a moment to really stop and feel and see what this feels like for you, the you that you're watching on the screen. As you wrap up your day, are you utilizing technology? Is it helping your life or hindering your life? Do you feel like it's a tool to make things better, or has it overpowered your life in any way? What are you surrounded by? Do you have too much stuff? Do you have clutter? What's around you? Is there anything that feels like it's overpowering your life? Is technology helping you to connect to yourself and others, or is it making you feel disconnected? Is your stuff making your life more enriched and becoming a tool to help your life? Or is it making you feel overpowered? And there's no shame and no blame in this answer. Just witness yourself, watch yourself, and ask yourself. And take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for you, the you that you're watching on the screen. And how have you nourished your body this day? How does your body feel as evening sets in? Have you moved your body today? What have your hands created today? What have your eyes seen? What have your ears heard? Where have your feet walked? Take a moment to really stop and feel what this feels like for you, the you that you're watching in the screen. Okay, it's evening now and you're home. Who is with you? What do you connect with? Who do you connect with? And what's part of this time of your day? How do you connect to who is with you or those that are with you? Do you eat together? Do you talk about your day? Do you have household things that need to be done? Do you go out together for a bit, outside in nature or out on the town? Do you have errands to run? How does your evening go? Take a moment to really stop and feel and see what this is like for you, the you that you're watching on the screen. Is there time to spend on yourself? Really observe yourself. Do you need some time and space for yourself? How are you unwinding? Are you treating yourself with respect? Do you feel self-respect? Are you numbing out to anything? Is that a good thing for you and what you need to do right now? Or do you feel like you're avoiding something that would be good for you to do? And there's no shame and no blame, only love and compassion. You're simply witnessing yourself. And now really watch this beautiful human being who is you on the screen. How do you feel at the end of the day? Are you feeling like you're working toward your hopes and dreams? Are you feeling like you are living a life that includes some of the purposes you wish to fulfill for at least a few minutes every day? Now look into your heart, the heart of this human being who is you, and see how it's going in there. Is there hurt? Is there love? Is there gratitude? Are you grieving anything? Are you holding anything back that you wish you could say or do? As you observe this beautiful soul who is you, is there something you want for them? Is there something they are needing to know or hear? Take a minute right now to say it to the you who was on the screen, and say it like you mean it. See the you that's on your screen really receive those words from yourself. What does it feel like for the you on your screen to hear these words? Okay, now it's time to start heading to bed. Who do you need to say goodnight to? What do you need to turn off or put away before bed? What is your nightly routine? And how are you winding down from the day? Are you thinking about the things you're grateful for? Are you thinking about the things you're worried about? Are you feeling worn out and tired from a day of doing things you love, or from a day of doing things that are difficult and tedious? Observe this phenomenal human being through the boulder screen, thinking through the events of the day. How is this human being feeling about the day? Take a moment to really stop and feel and see what this is like for the you on the screen. Now I see that another scroll is waiting for you on the branches of one of the wise old trees. Here we are in the grove again. Are you ready? I'll read this message to you. Dear beloved, you made it through another day. You learned, you grew, you pressed on. Your life is so important. Do you know that? Please know that. Yes, those are good words there for you. Okay, here, you can read it one more time and then put it under your chair. You made it through another day. You learned, you grew, you pressed on. Your life is so important. Do you know that? Please know that. Now take a moment to let that sink in. And now, see the you on the screen getting ready for bed and crawling into bed. See the head hit the pillow. Your beautiful head. Are you alone? Are you with someone? How do you end the day and go into the night together? How do you end the day and go into the night if you're alone? Are you listening to your breath and your thoughts? Are you listening to music or the TV? And how does that feel? Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel ready for sleep? Do you know at this time between awake and asleep who you are? That you are a valuable, important, and beloved soul who is learning, growing, and becoming? And you're starting to doze off to sleep. What are you thinking about now? Do you feel self-respect as you review how this day went? What's bringing you joy and comfort and making you feel a deep sense of gratitude? And what is still heavy on your mind? As you witness yourself watching through this screen at the you in there, what do you imagine this human being is thinking about? And then you see yourself in the screen, finally asleep. And the beautiful boulder turns back to a beautiful boulder, but without a screen. And the forest is so quiet and hushed that it feels holy. And here you are in your chair in the grove of the forest, seeing a whole day from the outside, watching you through a whole day. And one more scroll is ready for you. Here goes. Dear beloved soul, now you get to go and create the life you most want to live. We are cheering for you to go and make the choices you want to make, to be awake to all of it, to experience all that you want to experience. And dear soul, you are going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And you are going to learn so much and touch so many lives along the way. Okay, did you hear that? How about you read it for yourself one more time and then put it in your box? Now you get to go and create the life that you most want to live. We're here cheering for you to go and make the choices you want to make, to be awake to all of it, to experience all that you want to experience. And dear soul, you are going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And you are going to learn so much and touch so many lives along the way. Okay, now put that into your box and close your eyes and take 3 more deep breaths and really soak in what just happened before we head out of this serene place and back down the trail to your life. Okay, one more breath. Now look around at the trees who are here to protect you, witness you, and speak to you. And thank them if you'd like. Say goodbye for now. As we head out of the grove, put your hands on the beautiful boulder and thank it for showing you your life. And I'll follow you out this time. Go as slow or as fast as you'd like. As we pass through the arched entrance, I want to stop you for just a moment while we're looking outward down the trail back to your life. And I hope you'll really listen to me when I say this to you. Friend, you get to go back to your life. You are alive. This is your life. You get to make choices. You get to decide to see things that maybe you've stopped seeing or never even noticed before. You get to taste things that you've stopped tasting or maybe never tasted before. You get to hear things and touch things and create things. You get to be with the people you want to be with. You get to express yourself in all the ways that feel right to you. This is the beginning of a brand new time in your life. Are you ready to step back into your life and take a solid look each day at your life as a whole and yourself as a soul and your beautiful body and your living spaces and your belongings and your food and your relationship with technology and your work that's inside and your work that's outside of the home and your love relationships and your family and your friendships and your purpose and your life dreams? Are you ready to shake your soul? Are you ready to wake your life? Are you ready? Because this is going to be amazing. So friend, head back into your life. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey. You are spectacular. Now head back into your life down the tree-lined trail, and when you're ready, open your eyes and write down in your journal or your workbook that you're ready to begin. And write down anything in your journal that you want to remember from this meditation. So happy we're together for this journey. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for trusting me. And I'll see you tomorrow, Phenomenal Soul. This has been a Melody Ross production.